going to get skin removal here to get clear shoulder lines. I carry a lot of fat there.
Skin removal surgery, perhaps some liposuction to suck out the fat, the unwanted fat, so that he can have more clearly developed delts.
Okay, this is ridiculous. So when Mike got his first surgery where he essentially lost the loose skin and some of the fat cells around his waist, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Back to you with another banger video. Today we are talking about Dr. Mike Israetel because I can't lie, it's not looking too great for his mental health here. So again, we got Sensei Gress hitting us up with another banger video. Mike Israetel is not well. I've already watched it, and I can confirm mentally and most likely a little bit physically, probably, yeah, physically too. A guy's abusing steroids. He's not well, so we're going to be watching this video, and ooh. Oh god, my tongue is very blue. Holy shit, I've been drinking this new Pepsi flavor, zesty citrus, obviously zero sugar, non-nutritive sweetened beverages. Consume all the aspartame you want. It's not actually bad for you if you do the research. This shit's actually freaking fire, so definitely give that a try. But let's get into the video.
Well, there it is.
Dude,
Still healing?
fuck, that's gnarly.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing. He wants to perform all of these surgeries when what would make the biggest difference by far, way better than these surgeries, and wouldn't cost him a penny, would be simply to trim off the hair. I mean, I have to break it to you, but when you have all of this unwanted hair, and oftentimes from using androgens...
Yeah, Mike Israetel definitely known for having a shit ton of hair. Bro is in like bear mode, but obviously, you know, you abuse steroids and stuff like that, you know, testosterone. The reason why guys traditionally have more hair than women is because we have more testosterone, so we produce more hair. And obviously, if you take that with a needle, you could get a lot more hair, and Mike definitely has his fair share of hair. But when you have a lot of hair, like, you'll never see a bodybuilder on stage really hairy because they always wax it or shave it off, because hair can really cover up a lot of the definition on the muscles. So if Mike lost all this hair, he would definitely look quite a bit leaner.
Future surgeries for Mike. Probably going to get skin removal here to get clear shoulder lines. I carry a lot of fat there.
Skin removal surgery, perhaps some liposuction to suck out the fat, the unwanted fat, so that he can have more clearly developed delts.
Okay, this is ridiculous. So when Mike got his first surgery where he essentially lost the loose skin and some of the fat cells around his waist that he got from previously bulking up to, like, I don't know, what was it, like 300 pounds or something, like 270 or I don't know, somewhere around there. So that first surgery, I'm like, okay, you know what, the guy wants to do it, let him do it, you know, it's his body, his rules, right? But when you start going into the next surgery and the next surgery, there has to be a point where it's like, okay, this is something wrong up here, and no matter how many of these surgeries you get, you're never going to be satisfied. So that 100%, Mike has some severe body dysmorphia. So the first surgery, well, okay, fair enough to him, I think. You know, he bulked up. He made a stupid mistake in the past, and he was holding all this excess skin. He wanted to get rid of it, whatever. But now, I think that's ridiculous, because later, you know, he's going to describe, oh, I want to get surgery here, and then more in the lower lat area, this and that. And at some point, it's just like, bro, I mean, you're going to look like a totally different person. You're pretty much changing everything in your body. So, I mean, at what point do we draw the line? I think it's right here.
And so he gets Chris Williamson to turn around, who's kind of looking like a smaller version of Sebum. I mean, look at this guy's physique. It looks incredible. Is he walking around at single-digit body fat? And so perhaps I need to do a natty or not on Chris Williamson, because his physique is incredible. Yet he turns him around and starts poking at his fat on his back and says, you know, I'm going to suck out this fat. I got to get rid of it. Cut out the skin, suck out the fat so that I can have perhaps a better Christmas tree. He doesn't need it. Mike Israetel just underwent a horrendously difficult surgery, a painful one, and wants to get another one.
A procedure called body type, because I hold a lot of skin there.
I hold a lot of skin there. He's in his 40s.
Greg describes this in the video. I mean, again, as you age, like he's gonna say as well, you get more loose skin. It's just how it works. So doing all this stuff just to reduce it's not good. Body dysmorphia. This is a perfect example of body dysmorphia. And you know what? I definitely have body dysmorphia. I definitely, think just I'll throw out some examples. Oh, delts are too small. Got a bicep gap there. My arms really suck. Chest isn't full. Just a couple of examples to throw it out at you guys. So body dysmorphia is a real thing, but when you're going to the extent of you want to get surgery after surgery after surgery, I mean, there has to be a point where the surgeon is like, there needs to be a limit where it's like, okay, no, you can't get this done because this is a mental illness. It's not like you should. Greg, I think Greg said this in the video too, I can't quite remember, but you should have to take like a test or whatever to make sure you don't have any mental illness that's making you want to do this or whatever, because it's a slippery slope and soon enough you're not going to be freaking recognizable.
I'm going to take my obliques and double stitch them closer together. And
The
then
muscle?
The whole thing, yeah, the muscle. And then they are going to put a mesh, a plastic permanent mesh around that whole thing to get the waist to do this.
And so Mike seems to think that you can simply put a mesh around your body and it's going to keep everything in place. This mesh is not a weightlifting belt.
Oh man, and then okay, so he's got a bit of a Mike Israetel anyway, a GH gut from growth hormone or whatever. If you don't know, growth hormone, it grows your organs and then they can get bigger and then your gut distends outwards. So when he's standing relaxed like that, his gut is completely standing outwards. And then he's talking about like ab implants and stuff like that. And I mean, obviously, okay, Mike is on his pursuit to get his IFBB Pro card, but at what point does it go? At what point do we draw the line where it's like, that's not even your physique, it's just freaking implants and surgeries that are making you look that way, versus you actually going to the gym, building muscle? Because I mean, Mike's genetics probably, I mean, Greg says this a lot too, they're not in the cards to get an IFBB Pro card. But I mean, yeah, if you do all this stuff and then sure, you're going to look freaking great and whatnot. But man, it's not real. It's fake. And I mean, he's talking about all this stuff, all these surgeries, remove fat here, and here. But at what point, you got to draw the line. It's not healthy, so I wish Mike Israetel the best. I really hope he reconsiders a lot of these, decisions that he's plans on doing, because I think that this could really, really damage him, and I think it's a slippery slope. I think, okay, you got the first one, and now he just wants to keep going, eventually going to be completely unrecognizable, and all in pursuit of this IFBB Pro card. Bro is already a millionaire, one of the most successful people in the fitness industry, but of course, it's not enough. He needs more. He wants his Pro card, so I don't know what to say. Body dysmorphia, definitely, it's freaking evil, man. It will come in there. The better you get, the worse body dysmorphia comes. Like, you think Chris Bumstead doesn't have body dysmorphia? Of course he does. And he has, like, the best physique in the world. But then you could make the argument, oh, well, look, he's not as big as Derek Lunsford or Samson Dota. So, always just, I know it's hard, but just compare yourself to yourself. Be better than you were the day before. But that's all I got for this video. Definitely go check out Greg's entire video where he goes over all of it. Mike Israetel, I wish you the best, and I strongly hope you reconsider a lot of these choices that you're planning on making, because It's not good. So that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new here. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.